Third phase.
We're gonna rock this down tonight. We've got a lot of UFO sightings just in, and let me tell you, things are going off around the world in regards to the phenomenon happening over the skies. We've got Navy pilots, we got naval officers seeing strange things in the skies, but who cares? We got UFOs captured by the public. That's where the information's at. That's where we're gonna get to disclosure. We're getting a lot of information from the inside that the narrative that's being spun in the major media is not going to change, and they're going to be directly giving us breadcrumbs. You're at Third Phase of Moon. It's Blake Cousins, and we're going to not give you breadcrumbs. We're going to give you real-time evidence as it comes in as fast as possible. So buckle up, everybody. Let's get to it. I received permission to go ahead from William Roberts out of Peru. He captured 3 mysterious craft over the ocean. Take a look at this. So let's take a look at this again. You know, it's incredible and quite amusing and fun at the same time. When you're filming UFOs, and maybe you're just by yourself, he's whistling the X-Files song. I gotta give him proper credit on that. He's actually in tune on that. Good job, William. You know, what could these craft be in the skies? They're quite large. They're off at a distance. People are asking him, did you manipulate this footage? Did you add these afterwards? Is this CGI? William Roberts says he didn't manipulate anything. He filmed it himself, and this is what he captured. We see no any kind of manipulation with the video. It's authentic. Obviously, the cameras nowadays, you know, you could zoom in and then it pixelates a little bit, but he tried to zoom in and we see some pixelation. But we know these craft are there, and they're quite large in the sky, just hovering there. What is it? We got Brent here. We also have Richard, who's going to be reporting on some archived UFO videos, including Dark Hour Paranormal Michael's going to go over some incredible sightings as well. But before we get to those guys, Brent, what's your thoughts on this William Roberts capture over Peru?
Yeah, it's pretty badass. These sightings coming to us on a daily basis from the public, and it's kind of curious. You'll find people that will kind of try to discredit anybody trying to submit a UFO. They'll go ahead and attack the person that's sending it and call them out as a CGI artist. Most people that submit videos have no interest in that. They're just regular people that had the opportune moment to film something, and we should give them all a big applause for getting the information out. Now, what did William capture off the coast of Peru? We see these 3 anomalous objects, and you could tell they're quite some distance out. I would say probably about 1.5 miles to maybe 3 miles. It's pretty far out there. So these aren't typical drones. Like I said in last night's episode, you can't see a drone probably about 300 yards away. They kind of just fade out of sight. They're not big enough for your eyes to really capture it. This thing's so far out there, it leans to me that this thing's massive. What are these? Are they USOs? Is this what's being seen by the Peruvian Army and Navy? They've captured these things over the ocean, captured them in FLIR video. Now we're capturing this in color due to William submitting this to us right here at Third Phase.
Big shout out to William Roberts for allowing us to share this to the world. Guys, in the live premiere, I want to get your thoughts on what you just witnessed. Now, buckle up again. We've got some crazy UFO videos that Rich and Michael wanted to go over, so let's just get to it. What do you got, Rich?
Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano. Tonight, we have got some incredible sightings I don't think any of you have ever seen before. And if you have seen these, you are going to be amazed to see them again, because it reminds you as we go down the digital highway of how important these videos I'm about to show you are in today's narrative and today's climate. So we're going to get you started out. There's no previews. I'm going to head over to Brent and Blake right now, and we're going to get started with the first report. Check this out.
Take a look at this incredible video out of Canada. All right, looking at this video, we see this large, bright object. It was captured over there in Canada. It's very luminescent. What is this? Could it be some sort of blimp that's kind of highlighted with high bright light LEDs that's kind of making this thing just pop?
Wake up, Jade. Bro, I have it on camera. Bro, there's a fucking UFO right here, bro. Honest to God. I don't know why that's there now all of a sudden, man. Man, I've been here 6 months. I've never seen that before.
It's interesting because we've seen these kind of ships in the past before over there in Moscow and other countries. Are these spacecraft? They almost look something similar to the Tic Tac. A massive starship, very bright indeed. Is it something extraterrestrial, or is it some kind of illusion or a mirage? What are we looking at? It's incredible. You could hear the people on the ground. They say they've lived there for years and they haven't seen anything like it. What is it? What's crazy is this phenomenon has been seen throughout the world, including Russia.
Wow, thank you, Canada. Some of the best UFO reports come from Canada. That's amazing. That guy said he lived there for 6 months, hasn't seen anything like it. Other people have been there for years, never seen anything like it. Is it a reflection? Is it a building? It doesn't look sunny enough to create that kind of reflection. But this isn't the only place that's seen it. There have been comparisons, see right there, out of Russia. Yep, that was 1995. Let's go to Russia. Check this one out. Remember this? Man, I can't believe this one. Either that's a movie set just seen from the distance, or that is a unbelievably huge UFO, couple 100 feet. It's amazing. And here's one here that's peeking out over some dried up grass or something. That is just weird. There's the Russia one. Looks like a Tic Tac, right? It's an illuminated bulbous tablet form. It even lands. This is crazy. Look at this thing. My God, what is happening around the planet? It's just amazing. It never ends. Never ends. All right, let's get to the next one.
And once again, we're going to dip back into the past to look at some sightings that would easily be overlooked. With the plethora of sightings we're getting in today, it's very easy to become overwhelmed, which, in respect to our field, is actually a good thing. But with that being said, let's take a look at some older sightings and possibly draw some comparisons or parallels with what we're seeing today. Once again, everyone, thank you for joining us. Buckle up. We're all in for a smooth ride here, but there is always turbulence in the way of information, dissemination, and perception. Let's get right into the first sighting. Blake, take it away.
Welcome back to Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins here. We have incredible videos just sent to us from around the world. Let's go to Kuala Lumpur of a massive UFO sighting.
That crap. See, it moves. Like left, right, left, right.
What are we looking at in the skies? The young man tells us right here at Third Phase Moon that he was shooting from his balcony and he noticed some kind of object moving left to right, and he states that it looked like a massive sphere, a possible metallic sphere. He doesn't know what happened to it. It kind of disappeared behind the building, but here's the video. We're gonna enhance it, add some slow motion. What's your thoughts, guys? Is there something that was captured on this young man's camera from his balcony in Kuala Lumpur?
This is indeed some pretty interesting footage. As Blake and Orlando mentioned later, the individual's finger in the foreground would make it very difficult to manipulate this video. So with that being said, I have to concur that at least what we're seeing is in its environment. So the question is, what is this? It seems to be circling a building, wherein I would imagine if there's anybody up there, they'd be seeing this through the windows and possibly recording the footage themselves. But I've never seen anything in the way of that sort of footage coming out of this event. Now, is it possible that there is some sort of suspension on top of this building wherein it's allowing this ball to be so many feet away from the facade without actually hitting, and it's sort of rotating around? Is there some sort of mechanical device here? I don't think so. This thing seems to have anti-gravitational properties, and it's certainly a very large sphere, again, in its environment. Very curious. I like this one.
Turned the contrast way up, didn't see any fragmentation. The way the orb goes behind the building definitely looks real with all the movement. I say it looks genuine to me so far.
Yeah, you know what I really like too is when the young man actually puts his hand in front of the object. It would be really hard to mask, do any kind of effects.
Right, it's really clean. I mean, it's absolutely seamless around the hand. We zoomed in as far as we could go, and
Yeah.
it definitely looks like
Whatever
like
it is,
real
it's
footage.
there. All right, more interesting footage coming in from NASA, SOHO, the sun. You've seen images like this before, and we've got another one for you. It was captured within 12 hours. We're posting up the photograph of a strange cylindrical object that just shot past the sun. What are we looking at? Let's get a closer look at this.
We've got a lot of people on YouTube keeping their eyes on NASA, and this came in from the watcher of YouTube today, and he says that it shows some kind of long glowing cylinder that is left behind a trail, and it seems to have come from the sun. The UFO is traveling at such a high speed that it appears to be long, but it's probably just a round disc shape. But this is more evidence of UFOs that do enter our sun. So what do you guys think? Do these UFOs harness the energy from the sun? Well, these photographs definitely represent something extraterrestrial.
While I'm not certain these photographs do actually indicate extraterrestrial presence, I will say that they are certainly another anomaly that we can't explain. Now, we've seen that many of these crafts in different videos go in and out of the sun, and we've had our thoughts surrounding, what business they may have in there. As Rich says, if the sun is a gas station for extraterrestrials or other crafts, it wouldn't surprise me, of course, being such a source of energy that the entire immediate universe is garnering something of benefit from. Now with this object, maybe it's actually some sort of ectoplasmic spray from the sun. Maybe there's something in the way of electromagnetics that this particular camera is picking up that we wouldn't see with our naked eye. I'm not going to jump to something artificial here initially, but I will say this is very curious, and again, we've seen other anomalies that mirror what this particular picture has to offer.
All right, let's get to the next one with some more sun anomalies. What is up with the sun? I don't know. Check this out too.
Now, what about NASA? They're keeping their eye on the sun lately. We've been talking about it. There's this thing in regards to the sun, the power of it, and we see these massive ships harnessing the energy. We just put out a video a week ago which showed this massive black hole or some kind of unknown black mass being surrounded by the flares of the sun. Now we have something that has just been captured today by NASA's LASCO lenses. Take a look at this. It looks to be a winged shaped craft in close proximity to the sun.
We've been doing this here at Third Phase of Moon for almost a decade now. We've been seeing these strange, large craft next to the sun. Some people might say they're Anunnaki ships, something from maybe another solar system. Like they say, the sun could be the gas station to our interstellar travelers, our friends. It seems like these things are getting picked up on a weekly basis, and there really has never been an answer from NASA explaining what these are. They're kind of leaving that on the hush hush. They should just come out clearly and say, oh, it's a phenomenon that's happening within our lens or something like that, but they're really not giving us any answers to what's going on here.
Is this proof that there is extraterrestrial life harnessing the energy of this powerful star? What else could it be? Guys, I want to get your opinions in the comments below.
It sure does seem like every week we're getting something new from NASA. Either the SOHO or the LASCO lens is like this here. This looks like a winged craft. We have been talking about this for years, as long as I've been in the field. Is that a winged craft? Is that something that is an anomaly on the lens? NASA doesn't say, so we're just going to have to speculate. They know it's a gas station for UFOs. Every sun is. Oh, that's what I think. All right, let's get to the most amazing UFO sighting I think I've ever seen. You got to check this out.
So it's been about 2 weeks since Corbell dropped the leaked military video in regards to Splashdown. Splashdown, we're looking at this footage. People weren't too impressed with it, and I can see why. I wasn't very impressed with it either. But what's kind of interesting, it reminded me of a video that was submitted to us a few years ago in regards to a USO. Is this what we're looking at? I'm playing the video right now. Take a look at this.
we're gonna take a look at this video again. You can see that there's a cruise ship kind of to the left, and then there's something kind of farther beyond. You can tell it's some distance out in past the ocean there, and it kind of gives us a sense of dimension. This thing's huge. I would consider it maybe the size of a bus, or maybe half that size, but whatever it is, it's just floating there on the surface. And then it starts to dip and it goes beneath the ocean itself. Did we see a splash? No, I didn't really see a splash. Maybe a slight disturbance on the water there, but again, it kind of reminds me of this Corbell video, but this one is in high detail.
After what we've seen released from Corbell, this video, what you are about to see is what I expected we would see if it was a video being released that was to convince us that there are UFOs getting close to us, acting like a threat, going in the water, no splash. Check this out, because you're going to see something here that really there's no explanation for. I don't understand. I mean, is it a balloon? It doesn't look like one. Why would somebody record a balloon unless they're trying to trick us? I don't think that's what this is, especially where it is. And you can see there's a cruise ship to the right, and whoever this person is that's recording it knows it's something unique. It's green, which is awfully strange. I never heard of a green UFO before, but here it is. Look at that. We've seen this style, this almost diamond on top of a diamond type of craft. And seeing it over the water, this is a couple of years old, mind you, but seeing this over the water, it almost looks exactly like what Corbell was trying to show us. When it goes in the water like that, yeah, maybe it would flicker on and off because it's going in the water. I don't know. But those FLIR cameras captured something that was round shaped. It was hot. I don't know if this is hot because this is just a regular camera, but I want to slow it down for you here coming up, and I want to show you this in half the speed. So look at that. So here it is, half the speed. That looks incredible. You can see the sun to the right. It almost looks like it's made out of some sort of, I don't know, not plastic, maybe porcelain, or it's really amazing. Truly an amazing recording of what I think is a legitimate UFO/USO. Probably one of the best videos I've ever seen as far as, UFOs go. It's pretty amazing. There it goes in the water. Looks like it. Yeah, it's really amazing. Is it in the water? There. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the next video here. This is more political and incredibly funny to me.
Washington, D.C. They're talking about UFOs finally. It's kind of crazy what's going on in the news around the world in regards to the UFO phenomenon, and we've got them from Canada, including a USO UFO video that will kind of blow you away. It seems to me the military of the video we just released via Jeremy Corbell's leaked video from the military, we might actually find out what the object is that was captured by the military, including more crazy things by the sun. Are there massive spaceships harnessing the energy of our star in our solar system? Buckle up, everybody. It's Blake Cousins. This is Third Phase Moon. So let's just start it off with the President of the United States.
President Obama says that there is footage and records of objects in the skies, these unidentified aerial phenomenon, And he says we don't know exactly what they are. What do you think that it is?
I would ask him again. Thank you. Come on, boss, let's go.
So I guess our commander-in-chief has a lot to say about UFOs apparently, right? It's kind of interesting. It seems that Barack Obama has made statements recently in the major media, live comedy shows, and he laughs about it a little bit. But now he's admitting finally that there's things in our skies that we can't explain.
It seems like past administrations have actually talked about UFOs. We've heard it personally from the president's mouth. Now the new president, he's kind of making a statement, and it's a non-statement. He passed off the buck to Obama. He says, refer to his statement. Maybe our president will come forward when the 180 days to countdown to disclosure comes up in Congress. Let's see if he makes a statement then.
It'd just be a little interesting if our president would open up a little bit, but we have some more information due to the fact that our press secretary today made a response in regards to what Obama said and what does the president have to say about it. Listen up.
We're aware of the report requirement, and our team at the Office of the Director of National Intelligence is, of course, actively working on that report. And we take reports of incursions into our airspace by any aircraft, identified or unidentified, very seriously and investigate each one. But ODNI would be working on that report, and in terms of disclosure, that would be up to them.
I guess in all seriousness, though, can you characterize the president's concerns about this phenomenon? I mean, it is this concept of objects in U.S. airspace that are either origin from other nations or other entities, but what is the concern of the president that this phenomenon seems to occur in the national security apparatus?
Well, I think broadly speaking, the fact that we have a team that's actively working on a report. Certainly the safety of our personnel, security of our operations, our airspace are of paramount concern, whether that is identified or unidentified aircraft. And we don't discuss that publicly for a range of reasons, but certainly the president supports the ODNI putting together a report and following through on that commitment.
So I guess according to the White House press secretary, our president really isn't allowed to speak about UFOs. I guess that's why he laughs and walks off. This is very interesting that there's a subject matter that the president can't really speak to the public about.
I could say it's pretty exciting in the UFO community right now. In ufology, the press is actually calling out and making statements to the high people in government, the highest level, and they're asking the big question, what are these things in the skies? It seems like we might not get an answer directly. Maybe they might give us an indirect answer. It's funny how the media is kind of was pressing the press secretary today to kind of reveal something, but obviously we know it's not going to happen.
So if the president isn't allowed to talk to the public in regards to the UFO phenomenon, who is? It's very interesting that when they approach the government in regards to these high politicians, the president, the vice president, even our Congress members, there's always this tongue-in-cheek laughing reaction. Is this because they're afraid of something or they know something that we don't? In my opinion, I think they know exactly what's going on, but it continues to remain a phenomenon because that's how they want it. They want it to be a mystery.
We really don't get political here on Third Phase UFO Report, or even on Goof On for that matter, but they did ask ex-Vice President Biden about the UFOs, and as soon as they say UAPs, his eyes dart to his left, our right. There's somebody in his ear telling him, just get out of there, get out of there. Well, come on, let's go, we got nothing to talk about. Yeah, ask Barack, that's what we're gonna do. And then Psaki, Jill Psaki, is trying to basically say that, you know, things are going to be given to, I don't know where she said it was, but the reports will come in and we'll deal with them when they come in. That's what she's basically saying. They'll do their analysis and we'll get back to you. Yeah, that's it. This is what's going on TV about UFOs. This is what you're going to get. Do do not think you're going to get disclosure from the government this way. No, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen from the public. That's what Third Phase of Moon is about. That's what GoofOn is about. That's why we're talking to the public more than ever, and forever we will. Because we are being left out. We are being dismissed. We are being told, don't worry about it. We got it handled. Yeah, I don't think you do. I don't think you know what's going on and you're dismissing it. Not cool.
I want to thank everybody from around the world who joined us in this exciting episode from UFOs captured by you, the public. That's where we're going to get disclosure. This is where we're going to find the answers. It's Blake Cousins, and it's been my pleasure joining you tonight. Stay safe out there, and don't forget the merch. The store is open. We've got all kinds of designs. The quality is really high. 100% cotton. The hoodies, buckle up. Third Phase of Moon is open, and we've got a lot of fans that are picking up the merch, and they're sending us photographs, and we're excited that when our fans share with us their merch from Third Phase of Moon, we're going to post it right here at Third Phase of Moon. We've got them in all sizes for women, for young men. People are requesting the extra large. They're there. Everything's there. And the high quality behind the hoodies and everything. Again, go check out the merch. Third Phase of Moon. Mixed tees. It's in the description below. Thanks everybody for joining us in this live premiere. It's been an exciting last few weeks, and it's just begun. This is Blake Cousins. Just wanted to throw that out real fast. The store's open. We'll see everybody real soon. Bye.